Hello everyone, welcome back for the final day of the Valorant Tournament Series Mid-Autumn Edition. Are you excited to be here? I realized I should have introduced the fact that today we have a special new caster. Linus is joining us, and Jacob, who said that he wasn't going to be able to be here, is actually here with us today. So welcome.
Thank you. We're looking forward to being here. Can't wait to see the matchup that we have between the Cowboys and Team Pooj today.
How are you doing, Jacob?
I'm good. Wasn't expecting this, but hey, I'm here and I'm ready. It's going to be a good set of games. Pooj and Cowboys, they're both really played really well, and I'm excited to see how it works out.
Linus and Jokos, I did not expect to see all three of us from Enlight.gg in one call.
Wait, oh my god, you're right!
Here we are.
Thank you to Enlight.gg.
Thank you, Enlight.gg. It's interesting because the very first game ever casted in the Valorant Tournament Series, which was the back in December of 2021, was me and Linus for pretty much all the games, and now I'm handing you off to Jokos. What a change!
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And honestly, listening to both of you these past couple of games, these past couple of days, has gotten me really ramped up to be here today, and definitely so delighted to be casting beside you, Jackals.
Yeah, I'm excited. We had the opportunity to do some like practice casting initially right after our course ended, and to see both of us here now is crazy, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. I'm really excited.
Yeah, thank you to the Enlight.gg for bringing us together. Definitely one of our sponsors here for the Valorant tournament. But not just that, we have some pretty exciting moments here. If only we had like a highlight reel between these two teams. I know that's a lot to ask for. I'm not asking for that next time.
I did think about the highlight reel, honestly, but then I was like, that requires me to do some all-nighter stuff. So
No. It's okay. The highlight reels for both teams live in my heads, and I just want to, call out. Each player is amazing on their own, but just the different play styles between these two teams. I can't wait to see what kind of plays each person is going to come out with. And honestly, we don't see a lot of Yorus, so I'm excited to see what Naga is going to do from Team Pooj, and of course the amazing synergy between Sleepy and Flawed. Like Jockles, you mentioned it. You casted their game yesterday. Tell us more about what you saw and what Team Pooj has to look forward to.
Well, on the side of Cowboys, like Sleepy and Flawed, right there, two of them they played so well. They were able to play off each other's utility. They were trading each other, and if they did go down, they would get those trades. But if not, they were just lambasting the entire enemy team. 2 picks, 3 picks, 4 picks, didn't matter. Those two were setting each other up so well on bind, and it was great to watch, especially with Flawed taking that Reyna and Sleepy on the Sky. Now, I'm curious to see if Flawed will go for a duelist right off the bat, because he mentioned in the interview that he was feeling himself after that first game and ended up opting for a duelist, where he might not normally go, but anything can happen. I think he might play more towards the duelist, but it might also be dependent on how this first game goes.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, that change up into that duelist role in that second game really proved amazing, because it really proved well because they kept their lead. They won both those games pretty handedly. 13-4 on Ascent, 13-5 on Bind yesterday against the Auto Boys. But today they're bringing in somebody named Mikey instead of Dark. How's that, Jockles? How's that going to change how they're going to play?
So we've seen Mikey, I believe, earlier in the tournament, and he played really well as well. And I think having the ability of their original roster is going to bode well for them. Darkrek did play that chamber role, and then so it might change a little bit, but I think the synergy is still going to be like fairly set up and play well for the Cowboys.
And, you know, switching gears over to Team Pooj now, they seem to have, pretty much a walk in the park in this Valorant tournament series. And here they are coming up in the finals. Their game forfeited yesterday. How are they going to fare coming into today's finals?
So that's another really important thing to note is they walked through the tournament 4-0, and then they were unable to play in their semifinal match because of that forfeit. So they're coming in a little, for lack of a better term, a little dry. They're not warm. They're not ready to go. But at the same time, these players, they've shown with President every time they've played that they are, again, have that team synergy and the ability to play off of each other and be ready.
So, in your, humble opinion, is there a team that you feel like you're rooting for more, that you're leaning towards, or is there a particular player or couple players that you'd love to see today?
No, I'm just excited for the outcome. This is going to be a really good game. It should be tight, and overall, it's going to be really fun to watch. I really do want to see what Naga can do if he ends up choosing this Yoru.
Yeah, same here. And of course, based on the seeding, Team Pooj, with their walk in the park, they do get that seeding advantage. They do get to start with the map picks here coming into the finals. Map bans, map picks. So we'll see how things are going to go. Let's see if they're going to hop onto the games. Some background with Team Pooj. A lot of the games that they played, they also won pretty handedly on Bind against the Instigators, Baby Sharks on Breeze, who they were meant to play yesterday. And also against against Meow Meows on Haven, who they were supposed to play yesterday. Each game, the other team got no more than 7 points. And so this is going to be a really interesting, both teams, each time they play, they're winning 13-6, 13-5. So both teams here are looking to win this out for themselves, but they are up against a tough challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. And that actually brings us to our first our selection for Team A, Team B, and map selections. Welcome to Team Captain Kavian and Simply from Pooj and Cowboys, respectively.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hello.
Good. I exist. Yeah, I just woke up like 30 minutes ago.
I can tell.
Is that why you're not in the lineup playing?
No, it's because I think this lobby is a little bit above my my pay grade.
Huh. I feel like that shouldn't or stop you from joining them.
Nah, it's fine. I got my cracked teammates that I believe in.
Okay.
You're pretty cracked yourself too. We've seen some amazing util usage, util usage on Breeze, and yeah, it's just super fun watching your team play.
Okay, well. Oh, okay. So we'll kick it off. Team Pooj gets the first map ban.
We don't get to choose if we're Team A or Team B.
I thought you already chose whether you were Team A or Team B. Oh, my bad. I guess you guys didn't choose if you were Team A or Team B. Which one would you like to be?
All right, we're gonna choose Team A so that we get first.
Okay, so either way, you get the first map ban. Or you know what? It's okay. We can give it to the Cowboys.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay. So what would be your first map ban?
We will ban Fracture.
Okay. And
And
yes.
Haven.
Haven. Okay. So there's Ascent, Bind, Icebox, Pearl, Breeze.
Icebox.
Here, I can... Oh, wrong thing. Here. These are the remaining ones.
Yeah, we'll ban Icebox.
Icebox. Okay, got it. And then Cowboys one more. Between
One more map ban.
yes, one more map ban between Ascent, Breeze, Pearl, and Bind.
Oh, Pearl.
Pearl. Okay. So then, I believe then it should be Team Pooch picking the first map.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
We'll go
shoulder
ahead.
all of a sudden like had a knot.
It's all good. We'll go ahead and start on bind. Get it out of the way.
Okay, and if the Cowboys could pick attack or defense,
Talking with everyone right now.
sure. Okay.
Fine.
We want attack.
Attack. Okay, and then what about the second map between
Oh,
Ascent and Breeze for the Cowboys?
give me 1 second.
Okay.
We'll go
Want Ascent.
defense.
Ascent. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go defense.
KK. You were so fast. The two of you said at the same time. I was like, oh, wow. You
Yeah,
predicted.
sorry, we like starting on defense.
I see. Well, that's it from me. If the casters have any final words for you two.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I'm gonna get the game.
Same here. Good luck.
For the both of you. Good luck. And don't forget to have fun.
Of course.
True. Okay, then we'll let the two of you go. Goodbye. Okay, so I guess that starts us off for today.
All right, and we have our first matchup decided here. We will be playing on Bind, Team Pooch on defense as per their preference, and we have the Cowboys on the attack. Let's see if they are on the right sides, looking like they're pretty good. Pooch on defense. Yep. And Cowboys on the attack. This is going to be super exciting. Jockles, seeing how the Cowboys play, it's definitely like the Wild Wild West. They pull the trigger and they run with it. And then, of course, Pooch, they seem to have a little bit more methodical play style. Coming into Bind, how do you think each one of these are going to play out, and what do they need to look out for?
Well, honestly, both teams kind of need to look out for this aggression that comes out from each other. The Cowboys played a really cultivated game towards the Attaboys and were able to counter aggress, and Pooch is just straight up aggressive. So they need to be able to counter that and play off of the aggression that they host, even on defense. And for Pooch, they need to, if they start losing rounds, they need to figure out how to counter the Cowboys in terms of their play style on what they're doing on a round by round basis. It could be completely different.
Definitely. Well, I can't wait to take it away, see how it goes. Rue, let's get started on our first match. That being said, Jockles, I'm gonna have to slightly disagree with you. Seeing their matchup on Breeze, seeing the way Pooch played defense, honestly, while they're aggressive, they wait until they have the right amount of information before they press go. And whereas it seems like the Cowboys, they just run in head first. They're ready to pick off one by one. And so I'm not sure if the Cowboys are going to fare better this game against Pooch, especially on the defensive side. You heard Kavian. Defense is their specialty, and they're going up against Pooch in their specialty. So we'll see. That being said, you did say the aggression is hard to counter. So I don't know how this map is going to go. But Cowboys does have the advantage here. They played Bind yesterday. They know the map well. So let's see how exciting it'll be in the first couple rounds.
Yeah, and they've been playing it so phenomenally well too. That's the other point is Cowboys, their utility synergy is so good on this map, and it's shown that I don't know if Pooch is ready for that.
Yeah, that's fair. We haven't seen Pooch on Bind in a while. That was only their first game against the Instigators there, or one of their games against the Instigators, which was a couple of days ago. Not sure how their practice have been. Hopefully Bind is one. It is their map pick. They did say they wanted to get it out of the way. So it sounds like they're already walking into somewhat of a weakness for them. But their synergy is also one to contend with. Especially with Naga. You know, we talked about Naga before. The Yoru plays, especially working with Soju, that might prove hard for the Cowboys if they're going to be aggressive into these sites, not checking their backline, not checking their six. I don't know how it's going to play out, but honestly, I'm just super excited to see any kind of shorties that Naga's going to pull out for these upcoming rounds.
You know it's bound to happen too,
Yeah.
especially on these first 2 rounds. Whether it's a win or a loss, he's going to have a shorty in both rounds.
Yeah, we've seen the movement coming in from Naga previous games. You know, definitely does rifle Sleepy and Flawed with their synergy. So we'll see how each one is going to adapt to the other team's playstyles as these rounds continue to go on. And looking like we might get started fairly soon. Can't wait. And now we're jumping in.
Yeah.
All right, so
the starting
we have
lineup is brought to you by the Pupper Supply Co.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Seeing what each one are gonna wear for this Bind map here. It's looking like some picks are already coming in, and Pupper Supply Co. sponsored by Pupper Supply Co. We have Cowboys already locking in their picks here. Sleepy on the Chamber, Bao Bao on the Sky, Flawed on that Reyna, you mentioned it. Seems like Flawed's feeling it, picking the Duelist here. Mikey on the Brim, and Silverlight on the Rays.
Really surprised that Sleepy didn't opt to go for the Sky.
Yeah, changing it up with Bao Bao here, who typically plays, the Initiator was a Sova, and was also a Brim, but now, maybe changing it up, maybe they're thinking that Pooch had already seen them play a composition. Now they're trying to change it up, keep them on their toes. On the other hand, we have Team Pooch locking it in, Soju on the Jet, Ghost on the Fade, God of Himbos on the Omen, Naga on that Trusted Yoru, and Edmund D providing that long-range support on that Chamber.
Yeah, it's gonna be Edmund D on this Chamber is so good, and he's so versatile with his aggression that he uses with the Headhunter, putting himself in spots for these one and dones, or even taking that a step further, pushing out and able to get that those big ticket kills that put themselves in an advantageous position. And it's going to be a really good tight game. And Naga, yeah, of course, we're seeing the shorty and the half shield round 1, hands down. I'm saying it right now that there's going to be a kill on this. He's going to be able to get a pick right off the bat with this.
Yeah, definitely. We love to see it, the shorty kill, and I don't know, we'll see. They seem to be split up right now here. The Cowboys on the side of attack, split up. They're playing it slow. They're not playing with the speed that they went with Auto Boys here, and they're just holding up, waiting for somebody to kind of step out, capitalize on their mistakes. But Pooch is not budging one bit. They're holding strong on their sites, defending as much as they can. All right. I think, given that Soju did disconnect, they're just slowly playing it through right now, unsure as to how to move, but time is ticking. We are now at 54 seconds. Sleepy with the spike now, making their way up through A short here, but it does get spotted out by Edmund D, holding an aggressive position, and now Naga taking one out, steps up into the space. Silverlight walks through, doesn't notice Naga. Naga gets this nice kill, but not without Edmund D falling. Trailblazer does come out trying to spot somebody out. Naga does get spotted. But Mikey, on the other side, takes out Ghost. Ooh. The blinding light doesn't find it, but still Naga finds a kill. God of Himbo also finds a kill into Mikey, and now it's a 2v1 situation. Flawed picking up one, but all alone with only 4 seconds left. Unfortunately, that is not enough time to get the spike down. And the defenders win here. Pooch does pick up the first round.
Yeah, really well played. Super slow off the start, and it was just the ability that they were able to create those, create that aggression from Edmund D with the frenzy, which I was surprised he ended up buying, and then Naga is an angle to get the kill on top of the knife. Like he's so versatile with that.
Yeah, here we are looking forward to the shorty kill, and Naga delivers on the knife kill. But unfortunately, I don't think they expected Sleepy to go down like that. Alright, and here we are pausing it here, waiting for Soju to get their feet back onto place. And now they're just having fun playing around. Exploring the map here with the timeout that started a minute ago.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how this is working, but when it'll get situated, I believe there was a player disconnect on Soju, so they're just trying to deal with that at the moment. Going into the second round, I think there may be a rollback. I'm not entirely sure because he did DC prior to the first round starting. So I'm not sure if this will continue, but if it does go ahead, what do the attackers and Cowboys have to do to take this round?
I think a big one is, watching out for Naga. So, not jumping in the way Silverlight was able to do. Not jumping into things head first, checking their corners, making sure that they're playing it more safe, just to clear out where Naga is, get that information, and once they have that, they're ready to go. But jumping in blindly, trying to pick one out with the speed and aggression, Naga's just going to capitalize on that every time.
All right, so we roll back. We're starting the game fresh, and it looks like there's just an inactive timeout that comes out at the start just because of the incident that happened at the moment. But we are seeing this first round come out again. We know that there was aggression towards A short in that original round. Are we going to see that again, or do you think they're going to opt to go more towards B?
Ooh, I think given the results that they saw on that A short, it wasn't the clean play that they wanted to see. I think they're gonna change it up. They're gonna want to change things up, keep it confusing for Team Pooch to play against, and hopefully maybe make a more coordinated attack. They were split up. Let's see if they come together as a team, attack each one, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and so this is essentially it's round one all over again. We're seeing Edmund D is going with that frenzy once again. Naga once again with the shorty, and we are seeing them lean more towards that B side with Sleepy opting to go for a lurk towards that A short.
Yeah, looking to see how they're gonna fare. I think they put Sleepy there, ready to counter Naga and Edmund D as well. But this is gonna be very dicey for Sleepy. Ooh, Edmund D pops out, not getting the information they want to see, and here we are, walking into that B site now. Guiding Light comes out, doesn't find anyone, and here the Cowboys are taking it slow. Trailblazer comes out, doesn't spot anyone. Oh, does spot too. Doesn't catch anyone. And now the Cowboys make their way onto site. Sleepy with the initial kill onto Soju. And the Prowler does catch somebody. What a bloodbath here on B site. 4v2 situation for the Cowboys. Edmund takes down one, closes the gap. So does God of Himbos. And now, between the two of them, they take down 4. Edmund with the final kill, and they barely even got spiked down. And Team Pooch once again picks up the first round.
Yeah, and just a great retake by the two of them. Edmund D takes that aggression onto site. No remorse, no fear. Goes onto site while there's 3 sitting there waiting, and the one rotating from elbow pops out. Edmund D gets that initial pick. Himbos gets 2, and then they're left in a 2v1. It was really well played altogether.
Yeah, I don't think the Cowboys expected God of Himbos. They had the numbers advantage. They played the aggression that they like to see. And here they are now hoping to get it back. Guiding Light comes through. Oh, but Edmund finds Mikey. And now smokes are down for the Cowboys. This is going to be a really tough to try and walk into any site here without the smokes. Edmund already picks up 3 with the Spectre on the A site. And now Silverlight and Bao Bao stuck in A short. Paranoia comes out, doesn't catch Bao Bao.
Player standing.
Edmund picks up 4 and finds the 5th. And we have an ace from Edmund.
Ace and a Pupper Supply Co. flawless on the side of Team Pooch. Edmund D coming up big with the Spectre, down to 30 health, and he has, once again, no fear, continues pushing. He wants that ace. He gets that initial pick, rendezvous out, and then is able to hold showers. Just so well played by Pooj right there.
Yeah, like you mentioned, the Cowboys were good at counter aggression, but here Pooj is showing that they know that game well. And here we are coming into the bonus round. 14 Pooj by round coming in for the Cowboys, and already Team Pooj has 3 on site B. Cowboys, a couple opening shots into B. Ghost is ready. The Leer does come out. Trailblazer as well. Sleepy pops out, picks up a kill on Ghost, but God of Himbos swings out and picks up 2 as well. Silverlight and Mikey picks up 1 kill each. Soju trades it out, and now a 2v2.
Got the spike.
Mikey has Spike. Edmund D creeping from Hookah.
1 enemy remaining.
Grabs the kill onto Mikey. Spike is now down.
Last player
Oh, but
standing.
Silverlight evens it out with a kill onto Naga. And now, with the paint shells into Hookah, giving them a little bit of space. Fakes out the plant. Let's see where this goes. Ooh, but the tour de force comes out from Edmund D, and once again, the saving grace of Team Pooj, with 9 kills so far and 0 death, picks up another round.
Yeah, just the ability to trade once again, just for both teams, is coming to light. Initially, you have Ghost getting traded out by Himbos, who gets 2 with a Spectre, and then Edmund D. Like, it was just so well done, because Silverlight and Mikey both get 1, and then all of a sudden they're left in a 2v2. Edmund D gets that last pick. I just love seeing trades like this. It makes me so happy to see.
Now, 3-0. They seem to be taking it slow. Spike down on A site now. Flawed creeping up, hoping to grab a peek. Gotta Himbos being placed up into U-Haul there. Does spot out. Tease comes out through the bathrooms, but Silverlight is the one to pick up the first kill on God of Himbos in U-Haul. Oh, but Mikey spots out Soju onto that B site. Smokes comes out. Sleepy and Ghost picks up a kill each. And now once again we find ourselves in a 4v2 situation. Cowboys advantage. Make that a 4v1.
These guys are just Deagle demons right now. The Sheriffs are coming out in full force. They get 4 picks with Sheriffs throughout the round, and now it's a 4v1.
Spike planted.
Really tricky. But unfortunately, not enough from Ghost as Mikey picks up the last kill, and now Cowboys is on the board.
Yeah, that's a massive thrifty. One that they got to be happy with. They go into that round down 3-0. They're on a light buy after already forcing into their first buy round, and they are able to reclaim it and put themselves in a spot where now they have a full buy and they're coming against a full buy. That's what you want to see, and that's where they can start to grow. And if they win this round, their economy's in a really, really good place.
Yeah, luckily the Team Pooch was able to extend their bonus round for another one, making it a very even fight coming into this round here. Sleepy able to catch the head of Edmund D. And now the op is stuck down on A short. But once again, the Cowboys aren't making their way onto any site quite yet. Dark covers coming out from God of Himbos, preventing any pushes here onto, especially through that A short. But sound comes through from Hookah. Paint shells gets thrown out. Doesn't catch Soju yet. Warning shots come through, but nobody's tagged, nobody's hurt. And it's looking like the Cowboys is swinging over to that A site. Woo! Spotted by just a hair as Naga picks up a kill on Sleepy with the operator. Sky Smokes does come out from Mikey now, giving them the space that they need to make their way onto site, and Plant Naga misses a shot onto Flawed. Luckily has the smoke to escape onto, and
30 seconds
fights
left.
are coming out onto the A site. Mikey and Silverlight picking up one.
One enemy remaining.
Naga pops out, Flawed picks up another, God of Himbos keeping it alive, but the guiding light blinds him, and unfortunately unable to keep site held down as Cowboys picks up one more round.
That was a great try by the side of Team Pooch. They get those initial picks, but they're just stalwarted by those smokes. They can't do too much because Mikey places those smokes, and the Team Cowboys is playing around them. And Naga tries popping in and out of them to get a pick with the operator, but unsuccessful. Runs out with the shorty and then gets picked, and they're left in a 3v1.
And now, you know, the economy, you were mentioning it last round, is looking healthy, looking good for the Cowboys here. Should be an easy round pickup for them. And now they're going through into sight, but Edmund D with the Headhunter, able to pick up the first kill onto Bao Bao. But still, Mikey's got the Sky Smokes coming in. Oh man, it's just a massacre onto the B site with clears. Naga picks up a shorty kill, but Silverlight able to grab that kill onto Naga. Spike now goes down onto the B site, but with the way Cowboys are set up, nowhere to go. Sleepy picks up the last kill onto God of Himbos.
Just absolute decimation there. They ran into sight, no fear, able to get the initial couple picks, and they didn't care that Naga was in that smoke. When Flawed dismisses in the Empress, he knows exactly where Naga is, but Naga's like, you know what, I have a shorty, I'm gonna get this pick. But they trade him out almost immediately, which is really well done and shows the cohesion and synergy that they have in that ability.
Yeah, exactly. And here we are, 3 rounds already picked up by the Cowboys. Edmund D always finding that first pick coming into the 7th round here, but that never deters the Cowboy. As Silverlight picks up one,
Spike
Naga
down,
somehow
B.
finds 2
One
in
enemy
Ruka,
remaining.
and Spike is down. Unfortunately, nobody can escape the sight of Edmund D, especially on the operator, as he picks up a triple kill and the 4th round for Team Pooch.
Yeah, the hold was incredible. Outside of Hookah, Naga gets 2 and is able to gate crash out and put himself in a situation where he's not getting traded out. And then Edmund D holding long with the operator is able to get 2 as well at the end of the round, but ends up with 3 total. This defense, like, it's going to be a very back and forth affair, especially if they keep having these trade outs.
You want to play? Let's play.
Crazy how even with the dominant round that the Cowboys has, you know, Team Pooch is able to just come back and pick that up. With a very cheeky jump there, Edmund D does tag Flawed, but unfortunately doesn't get the kill. And now Smokes comes down onto A short, preventing the push, and now it's just a timing game.
And you can see them laying up towards A, not doing anything, just trying to get any sort of information. That guiding light does tell Team Pooch that they are leaning towards an A hit though.
You know, the dark covers here are proving really tough, especially with the paranoia at hand, and they are feeling that A site is that they're just posted right outside A right now. Another dark cover does come out on A short, and now the Cowboys making their way over to that B site, not willing to push through the smoke, where they'll be met by Ghost on that B
30
site
seconds
there.
left.
They're really dragging out this time. They're going to have to just commit, and they're reading this right. They're definitely going to the correct site.
Oh, and here they're initiating the Trailblazer. The Lear does find Ghost. Silverlight picks up the kill. Unfortunately, does get tagged quite low. Spike has not gone down yet. Lear comes out. Sky Smoke as well, providing the cover that they need. But Soju brings out the Blade Storm. Silverlight does take out the Showstopper, but God of Pinball shuts it down. Sleepy pulls out the Tour de Force, grabs the kill onto Soju. Flawed picks up another kill onto Edmundy, and now it is all down to God of Himbos with only Shrouded Step at hand. Unfortunately, they can't escape the sights of Sleepy. Pretty much playing the same game as Edmundy, and now the 8th round goes to the Cowboy side.
Yeah, they dragged out the time so perfectly, showed aggression over towards A, baited out the rotates early, and then they kept that aggression over towards A, where they had to respect it because they thought they were going to hit it. They do the late rotate, and then they're left with one on site to take out, and they immediately do in terms of Silverlight, and they get the site basically for free.
Yeah, and without the, using up all of those dark covers to prevent the push onto A site, they were really left with nothing, trying to make their way onto B. But now, new round, different game, they are even up 4-4 now. Once it's spot. All on default positioning between the Cowboys right now, deciding where to go. Dark covers still planted onto that A short, preventing the push. But once again, they're going to toy around Team Pooch with some warning shots, a couple things. Ooh! The guiding light does, the blind does come out from Naga, and trades are coming through onto the A short. Spike in a precarious position, but luckily, Bao able to run in, pick it up. Sleepy has control of A site, grabs a kill onto Soju. Guiding light comes out to ensure nobody's in heaven. Nightfall comes out from Ghost, just trying to catch the players and figure out where they are. Spike does go down, meaning now it is a push for Team Pooch. Edmundy grabs a kill in Tour de Force. Ghost on that heaven side, but now it's gonna be a really tough retake, especially with the long range defense from Edmundy.
Last player standing.
Ooh, he does find one with Silverlight. Fakes out the defuse. Being so low, Bao grabs one. Bao able to pick up the kill, and that is a Enlight GG clutch right here from Bao.
Yeah, really good patience. The ability Edmundy gets the first pick, and he knows that they're gonna not expect him to be in the same position as his teammate, and he waits, and then he swings, and Edmundy is so low that it's one shot, and is able to get the second kill onto Ghost. It was just really well played, the patience, and able to clutch up in that moment. Great round.
Great, yeah, amazing positioning by Bao there, swinging out at the right time. Now Trailblazer goes down A short, trying to find anybody through the smoke, trying to grab that information. And once again, Cowboys making their way onto the A site. Orbital Strike comes out, doesn't find anyone. Lears come in so that they can make their way onto site, but Naga is the one to find the first blood here onto Bao. Half of site A in their control. Spike now goes down, but the Nightfall the Haunt does get all of their positioning. Sleepy picks up another one, but unfortunately it's not enough.
Last player.
Ooh, Edmundy being hunted down. Vlog does find that kill through the wall bang, and that round handily went onto the Cowboy side.
Yeah, once again, like, Cowboys are playing extremely aggressive. When they're taking these sites, they are taking these sites. They're not giving them an opportunity for these rotates. And if they do the pace change so perfectly where Team Pooch has to respect that they might be hitting, and then they rotate and they isolate the 1 or 2 on site, and they 5 versus 2. They're more likely to be in those situations and win them.
And it's looking like A-Site's going to give them the advantage that they need to see. Oh, great call there by Silverlight. Despite being blind, does find the kill on Tanaga. Trailblazer comes out, gets killed off with Edmondy. The most perfect timing of the rendezvous, able to not hit any of the paint shells damage there. Oh, and it's God of Himbos and Edmondy picking up these kills. Once again, another with the Headhunter. And it's the last one, unfortunately. Soju catches Bao Bao in the position, and once again, these trades are intense. Pooch picks up another round, and here we are coming into the last round of the half.
Yeah, and we're going to see full buys across the board for every person in the lobby. And Cowboys had a great start. They get that initial pick onto Naga, and then from there, everything goes downhill because Edmund D and God of Himbos are just able to put themselves in their situations where they are confident that they will win.
Yeah, it really comes down to how well Naga can use, you know, the flashes coming in. Oh, but running in headfirst into Edmund D. Sleepy tries to counter, but unfortunately Edmund D has his sights at hand, and already Team Pooch picks up 2 in a 5v3 situation advantage onto Team Pooch. This is going to make it so hard for the Cowboys to push onto any site, especially with Spike so far back right now. Oh, but Flawed finds a kill onto Soju, backs out, making it look like they're going to try and hit A site here. But they're taking it slow. Naga comes out with the dimensional drift. Ooh, very low. Gets the information they need to capitalize. Let's see if it's gonna help out. That information gathering was enough for Mikey to grab the kill, but for also Edmund D to trade out, and now a 3v2 situation. Very spicy shots coming through from Hookah. Flawed grabs the kill on his toast. Edmund D does trade it out, but Flawed also finds the same. And now with 30 seconds left, it is between Flawed and God of Himbo.
This round is just flipped on its head.
The teleporter sound does come through. God of Himbo knows, but Flawed is on a time crunch here. Spike now starting to go down, does get caught off with the paranoia. Oh, and just with the right timing, Flawed unfortunately unable to determine where God of Himbos is coming through, and now evening it out, coming into the halfway mark. God of Himbos picks up the last round for Team Pooch.
Yeah, absolutely massive to carry that over. 6-6 in the first half. Edmund D, absolutely phenomenal on that chamber pick. Able to get so much with his operator. Gets 4 kills in that final round, holding just barely the wrong angle, and Flawed makes it a 1v1. And it's... if it continues, these rounds, there's so much happening, and there's so much back and forth. It's really interesting, and I love how Team Cowboys plays on this defensive side. So Team Pooch is going to have to do some work.
Oh yeah, especially, you know, we've seen Cowboys be on the defensive side. They go in and they barge and they find the kills, and they're doing that exact thing right now. As Flawed walks in, picks up a kill onto Naga, picks up another onto Soju, and this is making it so hard for Team Pooch to make their way out. They do find the information with the haunt, but Mikey picks up the kill onto Edmund D, and now trades are just coming through. Sleepy with the last kill onto God of Himbos, and the Cowboy aggression is showing off here coming into the second half.
Yeah, Flawed on this Reyna, I absolutely love it. He plays these angles where he's in an advantageous position, able to get one dismiss out, or is able to get the heal off, get 75% of that healing, and then be able to re-engage. And he gets 2 right off the bat, and we're seeing this aggression by him right right away. Again, same spot with a stinger this time.
Yeah, but Team Pooch is not falling for that again as they start to make their way onto A site. Guiding Light comes out,
Here.
does blind, but Naga with the Marshal just waiting. Ooh, they seem to be taking it slow here, knowing that Cowboys is aggressing on defense. But Soju making the way up to Hookah, hoping to catch them out on the retreat. The Guiding Light comes out, catches 3. Bao Bao picks up 2 kills, 3 kills. Edmondy does find one onto Flawed, but now a 4v2 on the side of Cowboys. Edmondy takes the teleporter, hoping to transition and provide some support, but does hear somebody coming in from a 6. Silverlight holding up in teleporter, and Soju just trying to grab the spike. Takes out the Trailblazer, but does get tagged up by Sleepy.
Last player standing.
Mikey comes through with the kill onto Edmondy, and Sleepy does find the head of Soju there. And already the opening 2 rounds of this half goes onto the side of Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys, their defense looks formidable, and they're carrying over 3 guns. They're carrying over the 3 Spectres, a Stinger, and whatever else Flawed will buy. He's getting a Sheriff. It's going to be tough to work into these sites on the side of Team Pooch because their defense is just so good.
Yeah, and we've seen them win on a Thrifty potential before, meaning they have the chance to do it again. Guiding Light ready to come through, coming in from the Hookah side. Does catch God of Himbos, doesn't aggress through. Trailblazer comes out, does grab the shots, and Sleepy able to swing out and capitalize on that U-kill, picking up the first kill. And not having the smokes on the side of Pooj is going to make it so hard for them to push onto site, but Naga responds with a kill of that Marshal. Ooh, Soju perfectly positioned, grabs a kill into Bao Bao, and now a 4v3 situation, advantage onto Team Pooj. A minute left, and it's looking like they are hoping to make their way onto A site. Naga showing us how to use the Marshal, finds the head of Sleepy, and now, despite the thrifty potential on the hands of Cowboys,
Player standing.
Team Pooj is just showing how aggressive they can be. Spike now goes down. They know where the last defender is. Naga aggresses in, does find the kill, and Naga picks up 3 with the Spectre onto Cowboys. And now a 7-8 with the advantage of Team Cowboys.
Yeah, we are going to be able to see a full investment from the side of Team Cowboys. And
That works.
mostly a rebuy or a re-up for the side of Team Pooj. And we are seeing 1 light gun on both sides, a Marshal on the side of Naga and a Spectre on the side of Bao Bao. That Marshal, though, he did work with it in the last round, so it works out for him.
Yeah, I mean, able to grab so many there. Guiding Light comes through onto that B long there. Does find a couple of people. They wait it out. Naga finds the first kill onto Sleepy. And this is going to be tough for the Cowboys. Bao Bao able to retreat back with the support of Flawed. But now, Pooj making their way onto site. Dimensional Drift comes out from Naga. Does get a shot off, but doesn't find the kill. Silverlight finds a kill onto Soju. Bao Bao picks up the last kill onto Naga, but God of Himbo able to grab 2 and trade it out. Spike now goes down. Prowler goes out.
Spike planted.
Trying to catch somebody off guard, but Mikey picks up the kill onto Edmondy.
Stim beacon here.
And Mikey using the Sky Smokes, using the utility that he has been gifted to try for this retake, but unfortunately, Ghost finds the head of Mikey, and now Team Pooj evening things out with 8-8.
Valiant effort by Mikey there. Puts down the Sky Smokes and has the ability to, you know what, I respect the confidence to walk into your own smokes, not knowing what might be in there, especially not knowing where those players are on site. And unfortunately, he walks right into his death. And this aggression that we're seeing out of Team Pooch is a complete pace change. and it's working out for them right now.
I mean, if this is only game one, Jockles, and each team showing us that they're in it to win it. The Cowboys looking so good in the first couple of rounds, and now with the buys coming through from Team Pooj, you know, it's going to make it harder and harder for them to hold down these sites.
Yeah, look at this pace change by them once again. Going even slower, making sure that they are able to get as much information as possible before deciding to commit.
Yeah. Prowler does go out in the way of bathrooms, doesn't spot anyone, but Silverlight and Mikey ready to capitalize anybody who walks through. Unfortunate timing from Silverlight, tries to get the Boombot to suss it out, but Edmondy picks up the kills. Mikey does find one on Soju. Edmondy grabs another, does spot out Flawed in heaven there, holding on to that Marshall. But unfortunately doesn't find one, and in fact, Flawed does find the head of Edmondy as they were trying to peek out there and already evening things out, 2v2, but Naga with the shorty picks up another. And now,
3 health and a dream.
3 health, yeah. Spike is down, so it's just some timing here. They can just play it out, but Naga on the hunt for Flawed. Finds the kill, and once again, Pooj is in the lead, 9-8.
Great dark cover by Himbos there at the end of the round, forcing Flawed to step out and drop down, take the aggression, and Naga's just ready and knows that he's going to be dropping because he was last seen in heaven and gets the easy cleanup. And now Team Pooj, the ball is rolling. They're starting to get these picks, starting to find out what and how Cowboys are playing on defense, and they have the lead, 9-8.
Ooh, here we are, Sleepy and Mikey held up onto B-Long, knowing that they were gonna aggress onto that path there. Finds the first kill onto Naga. Edmondy now holding that angle, but unfortunately the Sky Smoke does come down, preventing any info gathering for Team Pooj. The rest of the team being holed up in hookah. Ooh! Edmondy! I don't know how he does it, just susses out everybody there onto B-Long, grabs the kill on both Mikey and Sleepy, and now giving the team the advantage that they need to make their way onto site. Spike is now planted, and already Team Pooj in the right position, ready to catch both Flawed and Silverlight on this retake.
The Roomba gives away that Silverlight is going into hookah. They know that he's there. They know Flawed was spamming, and CT gets picked off by the Tour de Force.
And what was that?
How? How does... What? How does it... The disrespect at the start of the round by Ed to push through the Sky Smoke, get Sleepy as he's creeping out, and then all of a sudden able to fleece out Mikey, who's holding the angle close, and like quick scopes him, and then he finds 2 more with an absolutely insane shot onto Silverlight.
Edmonton
How?
knows. He knows. Look at that flex right now with the VCT trophy in hand. And once again, Edmondy now on the hunt, ready to pick somebody up through A bathrooms here. But unfortunately, Silverlight does get out. Flawed with the opening, double kills on A short. Triple kill
Spike
with the
down
God of
A.
Himbos. Edmondy does find one, but now 4v2 situation for the Cowboys, especially Edmondy at hand. Time swings are just so perfect, but Flawed finds the wallbang onto Edmondy, and Flawed on the precipice of an ace.
Cutting through.
Flawed just finding the right angles to hold, the right sprays to do, and using Bao Bao's dog to the Trailblazer to get the kill in that 4th kill.
Ooh, unfortunately, Bao Bao does take the ace away from Naga, but picks up a nearly flawless round for Cowboy.
Yeah, just well played by Flawed. It's spraying through the Sky Smoke, getting 2, resetting, getting that 3rd, and then playing off of the Trailblazer from Bao Bao to know where to spray into showers, getting that 4th. Like I said, the utility usage, they play so well off of this utility. The spray, the ability to spray off of the Trailblazer, it's just so great. Team synergy is amazing.
Yeah, and you're speaking at it here as Team Pooj, all 5 of them stack up for the B long push. Flawed peeks out, finds God of Himbos, preventing now the controller from putting down any smokes. Naga trades it out with Flawed, but without the information they need, it's making it hard to make their way onto site. Cowboys picking up kill after kill as they're getting caught. Naga tries to even things out, but does get spotted. Ooh, and Silverlight ready for the retreat. But Naga pulls out the dimensional drift, trying to find one. Trying to find multiple. Is ready for Sleepy, unfortunately. Oh! Does get caught out, but the Marshall proving way too strong for Sleepy to counter, and Naga picks up another kill, evening things out with the 2v2 now.
Cutting through.
Naga and his glory. I just don't know what to say.
Ooh, the Nightfall does come out.
Left.
Gives him the information that Silverlight is holed up into hookah here. Now, the gate crash comes in. Ooh, but they take the telly and move on to A site there, where they'll be met by Mikey. But with the timing that they have,
10
might be
seconds left.
just enough. Orbital strike comes through, doesn't find anyone. Ghost able with enough time to go over to truck side, get the plant down. Naga finds a 4th with the Marshall. And now it is just a timing game with between Naga, Ghost, and Mikey.
One enemy remaining.
Pulls out the shorty, does get a couple shots off, but Mikey finds the kill first onto Naga. Sky Smoke comes down onto the side of Hookah, but onto the side of U-Haul, but the wrong side of U-Haul as Ghost swings out from the other opening and grabs the kill.
Yeah, that Naga played that extremely well, able to get 4 with a Marshall. And we're seeing how strong he is with every weapon. It doesn't matter what weapon he uses, he's getting the benefit of that weapon. And it was really close, but they end up falling to Ghost on site, and Team Pooj takes this to 11-9.
Yeah, Cowboys here coming in on a full buy. Guiding Light comes out onto B-Long, does suss out a couple of players as they retreat. Ghost responds with the Prowler, doesn't find anyone. But Cowboys 4 on A site here. Pooj is on B. They do hear the teleport taken by Flawed. Edmund finds the first kill. Doesn't catch Bao Bao on the bottom side. Soju falls, but Edmund trades it out. Sleepy with the perfect timing, grabs a headshot onto Edmund with the headhunter. Ghost responds, and now a 3v1 situation. Spike going down now as Mikey makes their way onto the site. Finds the first kill onto Ghost. Second onto Naga. One more left, but God of Himbos with the right positioning on top of boxes. Once again, closing it out for Team Pooj.
Yeah, really close round by Mikey, able to get 2. The Paranoia gets him, and Himbos just has the right read, goes over the top, from the top rope, and gets him. And we're seeing a really weak buy for Team Cowboys coming into this round. Team Pooj has this advantage, a very, very strong advantage coming into this round.
Yeah, this is going to be really tough for Cowboys here. Team Pooj 1 round away from victory, advantage on their side. But, you know, we've seen Cowboys pick it up time and time again. So we'll see how things go. Sky Smoke comes out, preventing pushes from bathrooms and A short. But Team Pooj seems to be taking it slow now. Oh! Ghost finding the flanks, grabs a kill onto Silverlight, and this is not looking good for the Cowboys. Sky Smoke finally expires, and now Pooj is ready to make their way onto the A site. where they'll be met by Flawed on Heaven. Ooh, the timing of the teleport. Ooh,
Ended.
Bao finds the kill onto Soju. Despite the teleport comes down, God of Himbo clears Hookahs out now, where they'll be met by Sleepy. Able to find two, but Edmondy trades it out. And now 2v2. Luckily, God of Himbo's with the dark covers with just enough time. Ooh, Lear comes out, preventing the vision that Naga needs to find these kills.
Last player standing.
But with time
One
again,
enemy remaining.
Edmondy finds one fall, stitches it out, and it's all
Attackers win.
due to Edmondy finding the last kill onto Flawed with that operator. And it's a 13-9 game for Team Pooj.
I just have to. The only person I have to point out right there is Ed. Ed was absolutely phenomenal. He finished the game 35 and 14, and his impact was. He was the most impactful out of Team Pooj every single round. They were so good. They played so well. And Ed, there were so many 3Ks, 4Ks, aces. Oh, goodness. I don't have enough to say about Ed right now.
Yeah, they seem to have a tough time with Edmondy. You know, the long range support, finding these headshots onto Team Cowboys here. They almost had no answer despite, you know, having both Sleepy and Mikey, you know, trying to suss out a 2v1, and Edmondy still finds his way on top there. And Team Pooj just showing us, despite the walk in the park that they have, they deserve to be here, deserve to be the top seed coming in. And they're giving a run for the Cowboys.
Yeah, and another thing to point out is those first bloods. Edmondy had 7 first bloods, and every round he got that first blood was so impactful. He basically set the precedent for how the round was going to play out.
We'll see how, you know, game's not over yet. It is a best of 3 series. The Cowboys still has another chance to come up and take the next game away from Team Pooj, but they need to adapt. They need to find an answer for Edmondy. Jockles, tell us more. What do you think they need to do to pick their footing up and come out and win the next game?
I honestly think we're going to see a KO come out on the side of Team Cowboys, because a KO can negate so much impact from a chamber, whether it's the trademark, the rendezvous, the tour de force, the headhunter. It doesn't matter what it is that Edmondy has, he will find a way to utilize it, and a KO can negate it to a degree. And I think they're going to have to play to negate what Edmondy can do, especially after that first game performance.
You know, typically, we see Sleepy on the KO, on the Skya as the initiator. Despite, the performance that they had in this round, what do you think the Cowboys was missing outside of the KO?
They were very cohesive. They had good synergy. They were playing off of the utility. It's just the rounds that they weren't able to clutch up or to actually finish out. God of Himbos had clutches. Soju, while the scoreline didn't show it, he was entering onto site and he was able to create that space to enter site. Ghost, his utility, they didn't have they weren't able to counter the cohesiveness of what Team Pooj was able to establish early on in the game.
All right, we'll see how that is going to change up for this next coming round. We're going to take a short break here, going on to the commercials. Take a short break. Team needs to synergize, talk it up, giving them the time they need to come back into game 2. Stick around, and looking forward to seeing how this Ascent game is going to come out.
Friends named Ruyemi and Browntelstar. Once upon a time, there were these 2 friends named Ruyemi and Browntelstar. They were summoned by the Emperor of the Valorant Mid-Autumn Edition to bring him 10 people so he could choose his next successor. Rue and Brown decided to split up their search. One would search the older maps, and the other would search the newer maps. They agreed to reconvene right before their meeting with the Emperor, and so they set off. They searched far and wide and scoured through Ridge. It took them many days, but they found all 10. Rue likes shiny objects and sleeps through the day, so she looked for people during the night and found 5 moons. Brown is a turtle and likes to enjoy the day. He slowly walked the maps and found 5 suns. On September 19th, Rue and Brown bring the 10 people to meet up outside of the Emperor's Garden. Here are the 3 moons and 2 suns for Group A. Team Instigators, led by Chin Chao. Their team name comes from the idea that instigators are like the opposite of sentinels. Team the Meow Meows, led by totally not Adri. They are Mia's e-kittens, and Meow Meow is a term of endearment within their friend group. Team Baby Sharks, led by Sharkbait Ulu. James willed the team name, and Rue said she didn't hate it. Team Pooj, led by Kavi and Koi. Their team said the word Pooj and liked it. Team Happy to Be Here, led by User ID. Their only sole connection is Pippi Lobby, but User ID is the team captain. And here are the 2 moons and 3 suns for Group B. Team Bowtie Bandits, led by Boom Kid. We eat bow ties. Team Adobres, led by Honey Green Tea. It's their server name that was founded by their Filipino friend. Team Cowboys, led by Silverlight. Christine called all of them her cowboys one day, and there are 5 of them. Team Sussy Grussy. Guru is a state of enlightenment and simultaneous praise of Guru from Despicable Me. So Guru is essentially a superior version of So True, whilst being a fanbase/cult. They will all fight in a Valorant round-robin group stage starting from Monday, September 19th to Thursday, September 22nd, with only 4 duking it out in playoffs on Saturday, September 24th to Sunday, September 25th. Who will be the next Emperor of the Valorant Tournament Series? Stay tuned and watch the round robin matches live on twitch.tv/Ryumi and twitch.tv/BrownsellStar. For more information, check out twitter.com/Ryumi. Enlight is a career education network that teaches professionals how to start and succeed in their esports career. They curate esports developmental programs that consist of community, masterclasses, and curriculum from actual top industry leaders and hiring managers. Pupper Supply Co. is a small Asian-owned business that is Asian-inspired dog-themed clothing. They donate part of their proceeds to charity, and they use high-quality fabric that is not just a Gildan print-on. So if you want to support local animal shelters to protect and enhance the quality of life for all animals, use coupon code VALORU20 for 20% off your purchase. Snowbits is an Asian-owned family dessert business that is based and made in New York City with the freshest of ingredients. They use real fruits and protein-rich nuts in their treats, and they're made fresh every day before shipping. So if you want to support an Asian-owned business that focuses on desserts and also support Valorant Tournament, use coupon code VALORU15 for 15% off your purchase of Snowbit treats. Okay, welcome back everyone. We are here with our casters ready for the second game. We have a swap in casters actually, and we have Giles joining us along with Linus, and there is Brown as the observer for this second game.
Hello, hello. Happy to be here.
Oh, welcome, Giles. I hope you were able to catch that first match because it was a banger. It was so good between both Team Pooj and the Cowboys.
Oh, 100%. I was watching I was doing my own little watch party in MCC, and that was insane. Just the amount of presence Edmund has on the map is just awe-inspiring, and I cannot wait to see what he has in store for us for Ascent.
Yeah, especially combined with, Naga's silent presence around the map as well. Not sure where to go, who to look for, whether you're facing off Naga on this 1v1 or you're just walking headfirst into Edmondy. It's looking like the Cowboys need to change up their strategy. Giles, what do you think Ascent is gonna help out with for the Cowboys?
I think they learned a lot from the first game. I don't think that the Cowboys have played Team Pooj yet. However, it did show that they did have some weaknesses inside of them that wasn't seen before in the tournament. Since they were just pretty much stomping everybody that came in their way. But with this worthy opponent in Team Pooj, it should look like a very close game and a really, really amazing series. The only question is, will they be able to pull it back from the 1-0 deficit?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, going into the first half of that first game, it was an even tie. I expect the same coming in from this map as well. Map chosen by the Cowboys, and attacking definitely seems to be biased onto their side there, and that's what they're going to start off with. We saw the Cowboys play Ascent pretty much yesterday against the Auto Boys, where they had such a dominant performance, winning 13-4. Do you think we're going to see that same thing despite their 1-0 deficit coming into this next round?
I don't think it's quite going to be a stomp. If they do win, it's going to be close. I do believe whoever does win, it will be a close game. And that's mainly because just from watching these two teams have been dominating the entire tournament, no matter who they went up against. And we're pretty much, I'm gonna guess 13-10. Which direction it is, I'm not entirely sure yet, but that's my prediction. It's gonna be a 13-10 win for either team.
That'll be exciting, especially now. Jockles was talking about the potential KO pick to try and counter Edmondy, and you mentioned Cowboys adapting and determining the weaknesses of Team Pooj. So I definitely think, like you said, it's not going to be a stomp, but a closer game than than the previous match on Bind.
100%. Plus, if both teams do bring out the KO, it's pretty much going to be on Sleepy versus Edmund D.
Yeah.
Both chambers going off against each other. So hopefully we get to see some chamber and chamber action, some nice KO knives from both of them, and let's see if they can hit their classic shots. Because I do know that most chambers will not buy another pistol because of that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Naga is going to give them a run for the money with those Marshall shots that we saw last round.
Oh my gosh, those Marshall shots were insane by Naga. It's actually like what Jockles was saying. Like you would think that Cowboys would have him dead to rights after he places his dimensional rift next to him, but nope. Next thing you know, Naga doming him with a Marshall close range. Like it's insane what that man can do with any sort of gun, whether it be the shorty, Marshall, op, whatever.
Yeah, they also sounded like they didn't have an answer to that as well. So I think it really will come down to the information gathering that they had. Mikey played such a great game playing that Brim. Unfortunately couldn't find anyone with any of the orbital strikes, but those sky smokes were really clutch at times, giving them the space that they needed, either whether they were on defense for the retake or pushing onto site. And I think it was really crucial for the Cowboys' success there.
Yep. As a Brim main myself, I mean, you know that I love to lock in Brim. It made me proud. It definitely made me proud the way Mikey was playing over there. And if he does go Brim again, I really hope to see him Honestly, Linus, I want to see a U made in the sky. I really want to see a U made.
If only. If only.
It's a little bit too
Yeah,
too high of an elo
might be a
for
little
those,
bit.
but you know, it is what it is. Those things can be very oppressive whenever used correctly.
Yeah, definitely. Changes the tide of the game, you know, really puts the foot down as to who really is the dominant team, whenever you see those things come falling from the sky.
Oh, 100%. Have you been on many receiving sides, or have you been on the receiving side of many of those mollies?
I have, but I've also learned by my mistakes. So I've learned to kind of take a look and hunt. Essentially, I'm more on the hunting side than the diffuse side. Is I'm wanting to lose the round to win the war.
I like that. I like that.
All right, so looking like we're gonna head on to game number 2 here in the Valorant Mid-Autumn Edition tournament series here. This is the finals, map 2. We are playing on Ascent, and starting off we have Team Pooj on the defending side once again, and Team Cowboys on the attack.
Alright, looking forward to an amazing game from both sides yet again as we get our countdown in towards the Pupper Supply Co. Starting lineup.
Let's see what these dogs are gonna support. Alright.
Alright, there's that KO pick from Sleepy.
Ooh, like you said, hovering over, not locked in yet, and now we have Flawed opting for another duelist coming in here.
Hey, Mikey going with that brim. It looks like there's going to be a swap. Silverlight not going for one of their entry
Duelist,
or one of
yeah.
their duelists, but instead going for that chamber with Sleepy going to the KO. That should be an interesting matchup considering Sleepy has been their top frag for a majority of their game so far. And it does look like that Team Pooj are going for an interesting lineup as well. They're going for a more defaulted lineup with Naga trolling a little bit, trying to hide his pick, but I think we all know.
We all know.
There you go. There's the lock-in.
The difference here coming in, you know, the double duelist comp versus the double initiator comp. We've seen the KO Sova lineups proving so strong on this map in Ascent, so it seems like Cowboys has a strategy. They're willing to run with it. It has, you know, given them the wins that they needed yesterday with Auto Boys, and they're hoping for that same result here going against Team Pooj.
Yep, and it does look like a change in controllers as well,
Yeah.
as both teams opt for the Omen pick. It is definitely more on meta than my personal pick Brim. However, I really hope to see some amazing TPs coming out, some big brain smokes. And let's just see the power of that Omen on this map.
Yeah, well, what's interesting is Ghost and God of Himbos now are switching roles. Ghost previously was the initiator, God of Himbos playing Omen in the past map, and here we are seeing that switch. Ooh. This is gonna be a fun one, Giels.
Oh, 100%. I completely agree. All right. Linus, what do you think that what do you think that the Cowboys have to do in order to come back from this 1-0 deficit that they